He's the Tchaikovsky of treehouses.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Isn't it fun?
We take a tour through the enchanting kingdom of a Northwest tree whisperer. Then,
You saw people dipping their French fries in their clam chowder and decided, let's just put the chowder on top of the French fries.
Yes.
Refine's Festival of Fries rolls into day 3 with a discovery that's, well, clamtastic. Plus, looking for a good movie for Mother's Day?
Give her the shot, you understand? We're going to behave. Give my daughter the shot!
We have a Refined tribute to some of the screen's most memorable moms. Seattle Refined starts now. Hi everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. There must be something in the water because some of the most creative people in the world live right here in Western Washington, and that includes Pete Nelson. Nelson is without a doubt the most famous name in the world when it comes to tree houses. The master craftsman's passion for creating treetop getaways has turned him into an international superstar. Refine's Malia Karlinski paid him a visit at his sapling sanctuary, Treehouse Point.
Just 25 miles east of Seattle, an enchanting forest where moss decorates branches like jewelry, ferns fan out to reveal a path, and a stream plays a symphony over the rocks. And in this lush landscape full of flora and fauna, Pete Nelson has created special spots for people too, among the trees. This place is so magical.
This is one of those places where, you really realize that the Pacific Northwest is a heaven,
Right.
you know?
What do you love about it? Why trees?
So I was a builder from day one. I wanted to build a little place that would be, up in the trees. I didn't realize that what I was really attracted to were the trees themselves.
Oh, interesting. So it's actually more about the trees than it is the houses for you.
Very much, yeah.
Interesting.
And I think that's true for everybody when you think about it.
Where some see trees, Pete sees friends.
Okay, so I personify trees, which is kind of a weird thing. But, like they call me the tree whisperer because, you just kind of talk to them and you scratch them.
He was just a kid when he started thinking about tree houses.
So we had read an abridged version of the Swiss Family Robinson with a lot of pictures in it. I was just like, oh my gosh. I can't remember if I was 5 or 6, but it was right in that time frame when my dad was like, let's go build a tree house.
So like planting a seed, the idea started there. When he was 25, Pete built a grown-up version of a tree house.
It was just like when you were a kid, you go, oh, I'm gonna build this tree house this weekend, and then you'd build the worst tree house in the history of mankind. But you were done in a weekend, so.
Right.
But this one that I had imagined as a 25-year-old was a little bit more. It was still small, but it had a brick fireplace, for instance.
Really?
Tiny little brick fireplace, which didn't work at all. There's going to be...
That seed of an idea grew into a sapling when he stumbled upon this property. So how did you get the idea for this beautiful place?
Okay, so there was, this is such a beautiful spot on the raging river. So we're right out of Preston. In fact, almost to the day 12 years ago that I came through these bushes over here, kind of like...
What Pete saw was potential and a place to build tree houses that people could stay in. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's on stilts.
Temple of the Blue Moon, this was the first tree house that I created here. I came down here, it was night, and I was down by the river, and I was looking around, and then this beautiful tree, when the moon comes up over that ridge there, it happened to be the blue moon. It lit up this beautiful Sitka spruce like a lightsaber. It was just like, oh. And I thought, okay, that's where we're building the treehouse.
Over the years, Treehouse Point near Preston has grown to include 6 different houses so far, each with their own unique name and personality. Okay, Pete, what is this?
So this is the Trillium. Oh, look at this western red cedar.
It's gorgeous.
One of my favorite trees. So we created this spiral staircase to get into what is a 199 square foot treehouse.
Let's go see it.
Let's go. They love it.
Yeah, they've got company.
There you go.
Oh
Please.
my gosh, this is amazing.
Isn't it fun? And this is just kind of living room hangout. And you just get to look at the forest. Isn't it so beautiful? Look at that.
It's so cute and cozy.
This treehouse is the Bombibi.
What the heck does that mean?
So the Bombibi is the Bangladeshi goddess of the forest.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a little tiny guy. It's got that sort of Greek revival style to it.
And what's it like inside?
So inside there's a queen size bed. And
really?
At the end of the bed, there's a little bench so you can put your shoes on, and that's it.
Treehouse Point is just part of the business that Pete and his family have built. Besides the B&B, there are books and treehouse plans and supplies you can buy. These gals from California think Pete Nelson is a star.
All right, you guys ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. So cute. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. This just made the whole trip. Oh my gosh.
I'm Pete Nelson, the Treehouse Man.
Over the years, this builder has branched out.
Hey, besides all these beautiful tree houses here, you're building tree houses all over the world. On TV.
Wow. On TV, yeah. It's called Treehouse Masters. We are filming season 11 right now, which blows me away.
What is one of your most favorite tree houses that you've built for someone else?
Oh my gosh, okay, so just lately we did a treehouse for Shaquille O'Neal.
What? Shaq? That's
Shaq.
a big tree house.
7'1",
Oh my gosh.
21 size shoe.
It's a big guy.
He's a big guy, but he is so lovely, fun. 1, 2, 3.
This is the best gift ever.
He's built an empire branch by branch.
Healthy forest.
But among the trees is Pete Nelson's favorite place to be.
Isn't there something magical about a tree house as opposed to just a house?
Yes, I mean, there's no doubt that when you elevate yourself just a little bit, that changes the perspective on everything.
Malia Karlinski, Seattle Refined.
Pete is working on a new resort, and this one's close to home. Construction will start on Treehouse Resort and Spa in Woodinville next year. And they're hoping the new tremendous facility will be open for business in 2020. For more info, visit our website. From tree homes to tiny homes, check out our latest refined adventure in tiny house living. This 400 square foot beauty is on the market in Monroe. It sits on about 10 acres. It's listed at nearly $300,000. And according to Redfin, it's a hot home, which means it's gonna go fast. You can find the complete gallery on our website. Seattle Refined is just getting started. Secrets from the vault of the Mariner's Kitchen.
I was practicing, and he comes in and he goes, do you have cheeseburger? I was like, no, I didn't have a cheeseburger.
The happy accident that led to the creation of Ichiro's favorite meal. But first, the refined search for the Northwest's most funky fries takes us to the mall. The latest installment of this deep-fried free-for-all is next. Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gart Swanson. We have a lot of foodies who watch this show, so we're always on the lookout for new places that might be your cup of tea. And our latest discovery literally could be your cup of tea. It's a new shop called 20 Ounce Tea, located over in the East Lake neighborhood, and it just opened a few weeks ago. The new menu includes iced milk and bubble teas in flavors like brown sugar, Thai, and strawberry. If you try it, drop us a line and let us know what you think. Hark! That sound can only mean one thing. It's time again for a refined festival of fries. Now, if you haven't been watching, here's the deal. All week long, members of our refined team have fanned out across the city in search of the most unique French fries. The winner of this challenge gets office bragging rights, so the stakes could not be higher. And things are starting to get salty. Here's Refined's John Prentice.
The shops at Pacific Place sell lots of luxury items, designer purses, flashy sunglasses, and solid gold clam chowder.
Ask anyone on the Refined team and they'll tell you I love French fries the most. I also love clam chowder. The two of them together? I don't know, but we're gonna find out.
Pike Place Chowder claims to make the best clam chowder in the city and America, with the awards to prove it. Serving up gold medal New England clam chowder, seafood bisque, and tomato-based Manhattan clam chowder. Mary is the manager here and says one day the folks at Pike Place Chowder had an epiphany.
So what's the deal with the chowder on the French fries? It's kind of weird.
It is kind of weird, but you know what? We sell like a lot of those
Really?
items. Yes, we have a lot of customers who order chowder and fries, and they dip the fries in the chowder.
So you saw people dipping their French fries in their clam chowder and decided, let's just put the chowder on top of the French fries.
Yes.
What do you recommend, the Manhattan clam chowder or the New England clam chowder?
For the chowder fries, I would say the New England clam chowder.
Okay, I'm gonna take your word for it and go for it.
Okay.
The deep fryer is a promising start to any gastronomical delight. So what could possibly go wrong? The fries are crispy, golden brown, and smothered in gold medal Pike Place clam chowder.
So this is it, chowder on French fries.
Chowder and French fries.
Chowder fries kind of remind me of biscuits and gravy, but with clams instead of sausage.
What do you think?
It's savory, it's delicious, it's awesome. Thank you.
Yay.
John Prentice, Seattle Refined.
Tomorrow on Refined, it's my turn to reveal my pick in the Refined Festival of Fries. And I'll tell you right now, I think I have found a winner. Find out tomorrow. In the meantime, something tells me the folks in this next story do not eat a lot of French fries. Behold the contestants in this year's 2018 Emerald City Bodybuilding Competition. The hard bodies gathered at Bellevue's Maidenbower Center earlier this month to strut their stuff. If you didn't make it, no worries. There's a complete gallery on our website. Note to self, I gotta get in the gym. Coming up on Refined, the mother of all Mother's Day movies. Plus, the Mariner chef reveals his secrets from the galley. Welcome back to the show. I'm Gard Swanson. Well, the NFL draft is history for the Hawks, but there's still some business to be done before the new season. The final round of Seagal's auditions takes place this Sunday at Seahawks HQ in Renton. To get there, finalists had to outdance dozens of other hopefuls. To find out who makes the final squad, stay tuned to Refined, because we're going to let you know. The Mariners are in Toronto tonight, taking on the Blue Jays. Now, most of us know what sort of grub is on the menu when we go to the ballpark for a big game. But how do the Mariners fuel up? You know, the players. Washington Grown's Val Thomas-Matson has the answer.
My first stop is to sit down with the Mariners nutritionist, Monica Van Winkle.
Oftentimes I'm telling the players I want them to get something in first thing in the morning. So a lot of them don't feel like eating, they don't have an appetite in the morning. So if we can get something liquid in, something quick, but it's packed with nutrients, then that's a great way for them to start the day.
Monica says one of the best ways she has found to do this is with a smoothie. She likes to blend spinach to help with the player's reaction time and eyesight, bananas for carbohydrates, Greek yogurt for some healthy fat, blueberries for antioxidants, and tart cherry juice to help decrease inflammation.
Okay. So cheers. Oh, now that's delicious.
Monica also explained it's important for athletes to eat a small meal before a game or workout. So I'm meeting with the Mariner chef, Jeremy Bryant, who's showing me how he prepares some of their favorite pre-game dishes.
So we'll make salmon with an avocado salsa, and we'll do some type of sandwich of the day. Players, they get sushi, they get salad bar. I mean, there's a ton of food that they get to pick from.
Wow.
When Ichiro was here, he had these chicken wings that I made for him, and they were a total accident because when he first came, I was asked to brush up on your Japanese cuisine, and so I went and I studied a few things and I was practicing, and he comes in and he goes, do you have cheeseburger? And I was like, no, I didn't have a cheeseburger. And I had just marinated a similar recipe to what we're doing with the chicken. I had a bottle of teriyaki sauce, so I dumped that in there, and then he had those wings and he did really good. And he's like, could I have those again tomorrow? And then the next day, then 10 years later, Ichiro had those wings every single day, every day that he's ever played here.
Really?
Yeah, and
that is wild.
It is wild. I got bored of making them, so.
After Chef Jeremy whipped up a beautiful salmon and chicken dish, we sat down to give him a try.
Oh. Can you bottle this? This
I never thought about
that. You use a lot of Washington-grown products in your cooking. Why is that so important?
It's just nice to that our local team is supporting, Washington-grown everything around here. So,
right.
Yeah, and then, it's not getting shipped, across country or anything.
I've learned so much about the thought and preparation that goes into all the Mariners' meals, and I couldn't resist asking about some of the players' favorite dishes.
No, you get guys, Seth Smith, he has this chicken with a mango and an avocado on the side.
Every day?
Just sliced up, every day. Adam Lind, 35 minutes before each game, he has a chicken breast.
How special for you? I mean, it sounds like you have really gotten to know the guys one-on-one. What is that like?
It's, every single day, I appreciate it, and I really, really enjoy being here. And just the fact that I get to see Edgar Martinez every single day. How cool is that? I mean,
way cool.
I have the coolest job around.
Tune in to Refined every Wednesday for more stories like that one from our friends at Washington Grown. We'll be right back, but first, this Refined shareable moment.
My friend texted me in the middle of class and was like, hey, did you just win a Pulitzer? And I was like, I don't know, did I? My boss texted me a couple minutes later from last summer and he was like, hey, congratulations, you just won a Pulitzer. So that's kind of when it hit me, and then I just silently freaked out. I was told to go to the jail every morning and look through all the arrest slips and kind of take pictures and take notes of all the ones that specifically had to do with the opioid epidemic. I created this database where I was basically just inputting all the information from the arrest slips. So I texted my mom, dad, 2 brothers, and my brother's wife. And I remember saying something like, guys, I think I just won a Pulitzer, exclamation points. I think a lot of us here at J School are kind of worried about the future, landing jobs. Is this industry even really worth it anymore? And it's just like affirmation and validation that it's possible, and then we can do it.
Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gart Swanson. You know, one of Hollywood's funniest ladies is back on the big screen this weekend. Scott Rondo has your refined roundup of what's new at the movies.
Somebody's mom just enrolled in college.
Everyone's favorite bridesmaid, Melissa McCarthy, is back on screen in Life of the Party. It's about a middle-aged mom who gets dumped by her husband and decides to go back to school. She ends up partying like a rock star at the same college as her daughter. Now, why do I feel like I've seen this movie before? Because I have. I love McCarthy as much as the next guy, but she seems like she keeps playing the same role over and over again, and it's tired. Life of the Party is PG-13. Also opening tomorrow, the thriller Breaking In.
I'm just a mom. You have no clue what I'm capable of.
Here's the gist. Gabrielle Union stars as a badass mom desperate to get her kids back after bad guys break in and take them captive. Now, I'm not sure why she just doesn't call the police, but I'm sure there's a good reason. The trailer looks intense. Breaking In is rated PG-13. That's what's new at the theater, but let's not forget it's Mother's Day weekend, so how about some classic mom movies? Here are my picks.
You should just go to City College. You know, with your work ethic, just go to City College and then to jail, and then back to City College, and then maybe you'd learn to pull yourself up and not expect everybody to do everything.
Laurie Metcalf delivers an Oscar-nominated performance as an overbearing mom trying to maintain a relationship with her angsty teen daughter in Lady Bird. Then there's the 1996 comedy Mother, starring Albert Brooks and the late great Debbie Reynolds, about a neurotic middle-aged writer who moves back in with his mother while he tries to get his life back together.
So you're the writer?
Yes. Well, he hasn't written anything for a while, but he's working on a new book.
Reynolds received a Golden Globe nomination for her touching performance. Shirley MacLaine won the Oscar for her portrayal of Aurora Greenway, the prickly, narcissistic, but ultimately loyal mom from the 1983 tearjerker Terms of Endearment. And boy, does she ever chew the scenery.
My daughter is in pain! Give her the shot, you understand? We're going to behave. Give my daughter the shot!
Thank you very much.
Cher gives one of my favorite performances of all time as the tough-as-nails biker chick raising a son with a severe facial deformity in 1985's Mask. In this scene, she eviscerates a doctor who delivers a grim prognosis.
First you told me that he was retarded, then you said he was going to be blind and deaf. Then you told me he'd never be able to do anything that regular kids could do. You know, if I had dug his grave every time one of you geniuses told me he was going to die, I'd be eating chop suey in China by now.
Now that's a hard act to follow, but our final mom might be the mother of all moms. It's Joan Crawford in Mildred Pierce.
I took the only job I could get so you and your sister could eat and have a place to sleep and some clothes on your back.
Crawford won the Oscar for her performance as the long-suffering mother of a selfish daughter from hell. In this scene, Mildred finally dishes out some tough love.
Get out, Vita. Get your things out of this house right now before I throw them into the street and you with them. Get out before I kill you.
And on that cheery note, have a great day with Mom. Scott Rondo, Seattle Refined.
All right, that's going to do it for today's show. I'm Gart Swanson. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you next time right back here on Seattle Refined.